and it's about 10 days after the pre-summer peak period, and this is my last largemouth bass fishing trip of the season. And one of the things you have to learn about the summer period when it comes to largemouth bass fishing is that the windows of opportunity are real short compared to the pre-summer peak, and you have to time your trip and you have to be on the right spot to be able to continue to encounter trophy largemouth bass. Today was a major storm front. As you can see, there's still thunder and lightning. This thing passed through and I had to get off the lake because it was pouring and it was lightning. But for 20 minutes before this front really kicked in gear and came in, I was on the right spot at the right time. I had been out in deeper water. These fish are off the break line and they had moved out 20-30 yards from the apron of the break, and you saw all the bait, and I was worming and I was not getting bites. But just like school, when summer vacation starts and all the students head to the exit room, these fish moved from being out in that apron to the break line, and that was a 20-minute period of time. I literally just watched them leave the locator and I followed them in the break line, and they came up high, and I put on a big deep diving crankbait, and within 20 minutes I caught close to 10 bass, sometimes back-to-back casts, sometimes 2 or 3 more casts, and these were 15 inches up to what I have in the live well, which is a 20-incher. And then it just completely shut down. All of a sudden the bait was gone and the short feeding window was over. So the lesson to learn in summer bass fishing is that these fish will feed, and they'll feed usually on a daily basis, but the period of time is going to be shorter, especially when you have weather like what we've had this season. We've had close to 20 days of 85 to 90 degree temperatures with no rain. The lakes are real down, and today was the day that Ma Nature came in and watered the brown fields and grasses that surround the Minneapolis metro area. So each season's got a little bit different. Sometimes your patterns start a little bit earlier than what had been done in the previous year, and sometimes later, and sometimes they're so short-lived. And this year I'm seeing that these pre-summer patterns up to the summer pattern were really, really short. Let me show you this bass, and you'll see what opportunity I took advantage of. Again, there's not 5 of them like what I want, but there's really one good one. Let me show this one to you. Here's what we're talking about. This came on a crankbait about 12 feet down over 16 feet of water, and I was burning this crankbait as fast as I could, touching the sandgrass weed tops, and this thing just creamed it. So again, if you're still going to be bassing in the summer period, plan your trips, look for that weather change, get out there, be on the spot, trust your locators. When you're seeing bait and all of a sudden disappears, go find that bait because it's moved, and that's your signal to be able to go out and take advantage of these short-lived feeding periods in the summer. And to that, we'll see you again next year, and good fishing to you.